Okay, guys, so we are now live on YouTube. So, good morning again. I'm Louise. I'm here with Elias and Danielle for our conversation in English on Talk and Talk. We here in Talk and Talk we are a platform, a conversation platform, where we can practice different languages like English, but we can try it Spanish, Italian, French, and of course, this is not a class, so I'm not a teacher, I'm just another student here, so we won't correct each other. We are here just to practice and talk about fun stuff, and today we are going to talk about third places. Okay, Elias, can you start introducing yourself? Tell us a bit more about you.
Yes. Hello, I'm Elias. I'm 38. I live in Teresópolis. Teresópolis is a small city from Rio de Janeiro state. It takes about 2 hours from Rio de Janeiro capital. I think it's almost 100 kilometers from Rio de Janeiro capital. I'm married. I have no kids. I live in a small flat. Then I don't have pets too. My neighbors having pets, but I don't know. I don't have a good space for having pets here. Uh, About English, I'm also a host here in TalkTalk. My immersions are on Monday 8 a.m. and Friday 8 a.m. And I become a host last year in 2024. Then there is a year that I become a host. Almost completing 100 immersions, leaders immersions. And
Wow.
about my hobby, about my church place, yes, I go to the church. Then I think this is my church place.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That you have like a whole community, not the place, but the people there too. That's nice. I live in a flat too, and I agree with you. There is no place for pets. I don't have space for myself and my girlfriend sometimes. But we're moving from to another apartment, and it's bigger. Thanks God. Okay, guys. So I think I know all of you. I'm Luigi. I'm 27. I work with marketing and I'm a technology student. I'm focusing on data now, which I think is very hard to learn, but I do like. So that's an interesting point for me. Yes, I like to swim. I like to run. Today, after this immersion, I'm going for a run. And that's it. I live in São Paulo. And you, Danielle, what about you?
Hello, my name is Daniel Bernardo. I am 29 years old and I live in Caraí, the metropolitan region of Ceará. I work with cloud computing and graduated in computer engineer. I live with my wife and my orange cat, and my free time I like cycling, going to the beach, and play video games, watch series, and I completed in this month 2 months in Talk and Talk. I starting the platform to improve my English and lose my fear in speaking English, and that's it.
Congrats,
Just,
by the way.
just a curious bit, Daniel. You live with your orange cat, you said?
Yes,
Is the color or the name?
it's a color.
Uh,
Name it is Bento.
uh,
Thanks. This is a very interesting point to discuss it because orange cats, they are like terrible.
That's a crazy, very
They're
crazy.
they have like a craziness in their color. Okay, guys, so let's go to the questions. The first one, do you have like a third? Do you have a place where you feel completely at easy outside of home and work? If so, where is it, guys? For me, my whole life, my third place has been Sesc São Paulo. All the places, all the Sescs, because we have like lots of. And I live like 5 minutes, a 5 minutes walk from one, from Sesc 24 de Maio, which is beautiful. I love these places. I think this is a public space that works. especially with education and sports. And I don't know, it's very accessible. You can pay, I pay like 50 reais to swim twice a day, twice a week. So this is something that it's very important to me, that we have a veículo cultural, don't know how to say this in English. So important here in São Paulo. This is my favorite place. I love to have lunch there. I had so many dates there. And I love this place. My favorite one is Sesc Pompeia, which used to be an old fabric. So I love there. Yes, I'm always talking about because I'm very Sesqueira. And you, Danielle, what do you think?
I have any well, any places I like it where I study in computer engineer at IFCS, né? Federal Institute of Education and Science, and I don't study anymore, but I like to visit the place. Is open for old students, and I feel at home in IFCE. Is a you feel at home and very comfortable, né? During during my 5 years studying, I meet people who I will still keep the contact with today, and have the good memories in the place. But you comment the Sesc, I like it too much. Sesc, I uh, some days I lunch in the Sesc near in the job is a good place to lunch and to simply relaxing to have the Sesc on the uh, acho que 10 minutes in my home is have the various activities. It's a good place to I like. I don't remember the Sesc, but you said I remember.
It's a good one, right? And our old college, it's a good one too. I love to go to Unifesp, which is very far from my house because I live in São Paulo downtown, and I used to study at Unifesp Guarulhos, so it's very far. But I love being in a alumni there because I can have lunch there on Bandeco. So I love this kind of things, and the libraries too. I think it's a good one that we can visit. And you, Emily, as you said about your church, right?
Yes, I think the church is my best first place. Here in my city, there is a Sesc. There is a just a curiosity. Maybe you guys don't know, but the Sesc, the idea of Sesc was created here in Teresópolis. Did you know?
No, I
No.
didn't.
Yes. Unfortunately, the Sesc here is not a biggest, not the biggest Sesc. Is not. I'm not saying it's not a good space. It's a good space, but there is a neighbor cities with Sesc bigger than here. Unfortunately, but the idea of Sesc was created here in the occasion in Second World War, and people there is a meeting in order to organize things and create the SESC, the idea and the execution was here. Uh, I also in the SESC in the I you know 10 years ago I also did some lessons of swimming. I pay the same price as you, Luis, 50 reais. But unfortunately, I have just time to swimming at the um, end of the afternoon and night. But the swimming pool didn't open in cold days, and the swimming pool is warm, but the warmer break. Then they don't have lessons at night and the end of the afternoon. Then I just I don't know very well how to swimming, but I just practice 2 months. Uh, but I don't know. For me, Sesc, I don't enjoy too much as like the church because I don't know, I'm very shy. I don't play any sports. Then I don't use the spaces to practice any sports. Then I don't think it's a place for me. The church, I have a lot of activities. I play a musical instrument in the church. I also do some activities to help in the activities of the church. I mean, at the secretary. Then it's a good, it's a, of course, a good space. The question is completely. I think it's not completely because if it's not possible for in any place in the world, but I don't know, 95% okay. Because every place there is some kind of problem, some of argue with someone, then I completely even in at home is not possible.
Yes, yes, okay, I agree with you. And what instrument did you learn? Do you play at your church?
Yes, I play French horn. I
French horn.
yes,
Wow.
in Portuguese trompa. I don't
So
I
difficult.
if I search a picture I will send to you.
Mm-hmm. No, but I know what it is. The French horn with lots of tubes, right? That make almost like a snake.
Yes.
It's similar to flugelhorn, right? Yes. No, and did you learn there? The
Yes,
French.
I learned in the church because
Nice.
there is a teacher, a music teacher. Then I learned there in the church.
I
I'm not so good at playing French horn, but I can play. I can do some noise.
That's nice. That's nice. No, that's enough. I learned violin on church when I used to go to church,
Mm, I
and
think
I
it's
had a professor there.
I think it's more if violin is more difficult. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very difficult to understand the keys, the notes. Okay, I think Danielle probably had an issue with his internet, but I think we can go ahead
Okay.
till he returns. Okay, so if you had more free time, where would you like to spend it? What do you think it is?
I don't have any specific place, but a place in the maybe I don't know the like I don't know in some place like a farm that no I don't want to have my own farm, but spend some time in a farm like here in Rio de Janeiro State has some places that we pay cheaper, we pay cheaper and spend a day there. I think maybe in places like this in the past I went to it's not a farm but a sítio called Sítio dos Netinhos. It's a very good place to spend a day. There are some activities, there are food important.
Nice,
I think
nice,
a place like that.
nice. Hello, Danielle. Everything okay? Everything all right?
My energy break down and return back on in semi moment.
Okay, that's okay. We are currently on question number two, and Elias was saying that he would like to go to a farm, right? Visit something like this, not his own farm, other ones. And I agree with you, Elias. I would like to have like a casa de veraneio or something like this, like a holiday farm, a holiday house where you can go, where it's not like on the beach, only on the beach, because my family already have one, and it's okay. I like the beach. I'm very a big fan, but it's not like a great beach, you know. It's so crowded there, and sometimes it's so dirty. It's not like Danielle's kind of beach that you have near his house. But I would love to have like a I don't know, a farm or something like this, because I grew up on a farm, so I'm a countryside girl. So I think it would be very familiar to restart the energy, you know, to charge my social battery. And you, Danielle, what do you think?
I like travel and discover new places, and I like so much the beaches and the park too. But here don't have mm, much parks. I have one great park I remember, but I really want to travel more and discover new places with a lot of story. And I would like to spend my time to know the in the public places and they have the attractions on for example, national cinema, for example, and in front my work, the matriz and if I work, have the place called Dragão do Mar, uh, which has a cinema showing national films, have the planetarium. I like so much the planetarium and the exhibitions, art exhibitions, and I like if I have more time, I spend visit the places open to public.
Yes, that's very nice. Here we have many parks, but it's so distant from the downtown. It's so difficult to arrive there. You need to have a car or to take two buses, you know. I love Ibirapuera Park that we have a planetarium, two places to for art exhibitions like the Bienal building and Oca building, but it's so distant and it's so expensive. It's so expensive not to enter, but to pay for food, for water, for tickets. It's so a distant reality. I don't know. When I go for a run there, I just see like elite people, like just the rich guys, because it's far from everyone. It's just near from Ibirapuera neighborhood. So a public space that we have the opportunity to share this experience, it would be good. Are you wearing a Case the Elephant t-shirt?
Yes.
Nice. Love that. That's a good one. Okay, Elias, can you read the next question for us? Question number 3.
Okay. Uh, do you prefer spending time in other places alone or with company? Why? Depends. I like to spend time with my wife in this kind of places. Depend on the place, because my wife don't like place crowded with people. Then me neither, me neither. But for example, we sometimes I think our fears need some time alone, some time to think about ourselves, about life, about our personal projects. And sometimes I prefer spend some time alone. Um, in the church, I think it's not this best place to spend alone, because there is not crowded of people, but there is a lot of people. And I don't know. I think there is another purpose, but I don't know. Like for example, in library, for example, usually we spend some time alone, because we usually we don't want to a crowd of people reading a book. And I think depends. In the church, not of course not, but in another places, yes, I prefer alone.
Yeah, I think I prefer alone too. But something that I like about church or any religious place is that you go there and it's crowded because of the community, but there's always a moment that you're alone with your thoughts, like if you're listening to I don't know, the praise or the discurso, you're always like you and your mind, even if you have like someone near you or talking to you, it's always a personal connection. I don't know. I have this idea. I don't know if you agree, but I prefer to spend alone. Sometimes I think I need a time for myself. It could be like half an hour. I don't know, to recharge. I love going to my swim classes at SESC. Then I have like a lunch there, like I don't know, ice cream or just a juice for 10 minutes, 15 minutes because I need to leave for work. But then I just sit there and I think about anything just alone. I think it's a great thing. And to have like a date with myself, I don't know, to go for a dinner or lunch, just by myself. I love doing this kind of thing. And you, Danielle, what about you?
Depends. I agree with Elias, but for for visit our places, the public places, I prefer to always be some company. Personally, I don't like traveling or going to somewhere alone. And if I have to be alone, I prefer staying home in study or play video games and or doing some physical activities or going cycle with alone and encounter join to more peoples to form a group to cycling. But in many cases, I prefer with a company. I I don't like crowds, but I don't like still alone também too.
Nice.
Nice.
You have like a group where you can practice biking, cycling.
Yes,
It's
yes.
nice. We have lots here, like especially at night, like
Yes, yeah. Night is, and here is a very, very hot. It's impossible.
I see, I see.
7 a.m. is a hot.
I see it. I think it would be great because I don't know how to bike by myself, like to uh, run in the city, on the streets and avenues. I don't know, I have like fear to commit a mistake and got in an accident with a car. And having a group or friends, it could be easier. That's nice.
Yes.
The French horn. Nice.
Wow.
Nice. So chic, so
Yeah.
elegant, very elegant. Go catch your
Good.
French horn and play for us, please. Play for us.
It's
Just
not
10
here.
minutes. It's
It's
not
not
here.
here. It
It's
is
on
in
the
the church.
church. Okay. Okay, guys, next question. Let me see. What do you look for in a place when you want to relax or connect with others? Guys, I look like places to rest, where you can sit in peace, where you can rest your body. I love going to cafes that we have like a desk there where you can work, especially. I love working in outside my house sometimes when I have like the money to pay for the cafe and stuff. And maybe some activities. I work with a very strict company. I love my work, of course, but it's very serious. No, it's so much corporate. It's so heavy, and on the weekends I like to do something that it's light, like going for an art exhibition, maybe a movie. So I like to do things like this, to have like to participate in events or I don't know, something related to this kind of thing. And I hate festivals, shows, music festivals, but I love going on shows, like just one artist. And I love to go there and stay like in the fundo, I don't know how to say in English, but distant, very distant from the crowd and listening to the music. I love doing this kind of things. And on Sesc, it's so cheap, like it's 13 reais. So I like doing this kind of thing. And yes, that's it. That's what I look for in places. And you, Elias, what do you think?
I don't know. Nowadays, I'm not going out too much. Um, when I get married in the first years of my marriage with my wife, we visit almost all restaurants in Center City here. I don't know. I think maybe I don't know if there is 30, 40 restaurants here. We visit 28, 29, I don't know. It's, there is a new restaurant here that we already visited. I think it maybe two restaurants that we didn't visit yet. But nowadays we stay more alone. But I don't know. I think I'm become a. I forget the expression. House. I forget the caseiro. There is a expression house something. I forget. But yes, when I in the church, I go to connect with God. Of course, there are people I go to in order to do some tasks in the church to help doing some tasks. But nowadays, I think I don't have a place that I go just for relax. Uh, I mean, a regular place that I go every week, every month. I don't have this place in my life.
But the restaurant idea is so good. So good. Like I love visiting restaurants. I love when I have like I don't know, say guys, I go to a restaurant always when I receive my VR. A restaurant, different restaurant. Love this one. Do you guys have like a kind that you prefer, like a regional typical dish or something like this?
I enjoy I think almost all kinds of foods. Japanese food,
Nice.
uh, Chinese food. My wife don't enjoy Japanese food. And then when we go to a restaurant, there are two lot of kind of foods. I choose the Japanese food and my wife Brazilian food too. I want to try Russian food. There is a restaurant here
Oh,
on my city, but it's far away from here. And I know see, they don't accept credit card. I have to pay in by cash. But my
it's
wife
a
don't want to.
shame.
I don't know. Maybe I will go alone one day.
Have you ever visited Bom Retiro here in São Paulo?
It's very interesting. The name of the place here in Teresópolis that I mentioned, there's a restaurant, a Russian
Mhm.
restaurant, is Bom Retiro.
Bom Retiro!
But no,
No,
In São Paulo, I just visited São Paulo once, for work reasons. I
I
visited
see, I see.
Paulista Avenue, just,
Okay. It's not a good one for restaurants. So
yeah.
much expensive. But if you have the opportunity, Bom Retiro, it's very great for restaurants, especially Asian, because they have Korean diasporas here. So we have so many Korean restaurants that it's not like a typical one, not a fast food. It's like a traditional. So you suffer with the pimenta, the chili. So it's very nice for the ones who like Asian food, and especially Korean. I like every birthday of mine, I go to a Korean restaurant because I love it. Korean barbecue, it's something different. It's different. It's very good. And you, Danielle, what do you think?
Uh, if I look for a space, I search the quiet place. With a little or n- no noisy and a pleasant atmosphere and the place where I can stay without being disturbed or by other peoples. For example, a sales people in the on some beaches in the Fortaleza have many sales people all the time. It's a crazy, it's a disturbing and don't relax. But I feel I go to the places with visit you with calm and to appreciate the these objects and the positions with calm. And I don't like the you say the festival. I don't like the places with many peoples, and this song is very song alto, for example, for me is a very disturbed for me.
Yeah. Yes. I would love to go to Lollapalooza, for example, especially with Cage the Elephant on the schedule, probably. But I hate the experience of the music festivals. It's so crowded. It's so, I don't know, you get so tired because one thing is so far from another, and it's all so expensive, and you need to stay on a line for everything, bathroom, water, so it's hard. It's hard. I see. Even though I like it, I don't want to go for to a music festival. Guys, let me see. I think question number 7 is a good one. Can you read it for us, Danielle? Yes, the 7.
Yes, okay. In what ways to treat places contributes to creativity, networking, or personal growth? And for me, the public places, we meet the peoples in the case, talk about subjects we don't normally or usually talk about, and learn new points of view in the most diverse subjects.
Yeah.
It is happy to have the greater personal the personal repertoire personal. Consequently, a larger network and increase the technology, in consequence, the creativity, if, and the technology of the world to be.
Yes, like we were talking about SASC, I think it's a great place to understand about different cultures because they have a great repertoire, right? In every SASC, I think that we have at least one art exhibition or education project. So I think it's great. I agree with you. And to know different people, to like here on Talk and Talk, where you can talk with a person in Fortaleza while I'm here on República São Paulo. So I think it's a good one to understand. And sometimes even someone outside Brazil, right? Like Bianca or I forgot Rafael, which is in Netherlands. I think it's a good one. It's a good third place.
Yes,
A
yes,
good internet third place.
have
And
many
you,
subjects.
yes, you can talk about anything. You can choose a time, a subject, and you meet like very interesting people there. Yes, it's a good one. And you, Elias, do you agree? What do you think?
Yes, I think it's important because we know different people. I don't know, maybe uh, when we just stay at home at computer, for example, for me, stay at computer to try to create something, maybe the creativity we have lack of creativity. When you go outside, we get new ideas, like Daniel said. I don't know, we see different things, and we meet new people in order to. I don't know. Maybe we know people that working with same as us, or people that complete us in some way. For example, if I try to do some personal projects, maybe I can find some people that for example, I have a personal project. I meet here in Talk and Talk. Um, um, gosh, I forget the name, but there is a designer. A designer that creates for me a icon, a image to my project. I mean, using this image that Barbara Ortega created for me. Maybe
Okay.
the gosh,
She's great. She's great.
yes, aspect she didn't see this mention. Forget his name for, but I think it's important, and it's not my case anymore because I already get married. But some people find a good person to date in public spaces
Yeah.
or in online spaces too.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Yes. Yes. I don't see myself doing this, but I know that exist people that do this, couples that meet on internet. Yes, yes, you're right. Because I think when we are experiencing something different from our routine, like work and home, when we are in a different places, we are open to any possibilities, like to meet like anyone there, and it's very different because if you I don't know decided to take a course in something totally different from your work, you're gonna meet people that are totally different from you, like a dentist or a professor or something totally different, doing something totally different too. So I agree with you guys that it's a great opportunity to meet new people too. Okay. Um. Okay. Number 8. Do you think modern life makes it harder to have a third place? This is a chat GPT question, okay? I don't know about modern life, but I think that our routine is something that totally take our agenda to like full. My agenda is totally dedicated to work and to my house, not just staying in my house but cleaning my house, like buying grocery shopping. So I have like little opportunities to invest in this kind of time, with different possibilities in different places, and especially quality time. So yes, I think we don't have like enough time to spend, and sometimes we just don't want it. We just just want to stay at home like watching a stupid movie, and I think that's okay. But yes, and things are so expensive nowadays, like to arrive in a place, if you live far from downtown, for example, if you live very distant, like in a peripheral neighborhood, for example, which is my mom's case. You take like an hour or two to arrive in a park, for example, to arriving in Ibirapuera. So I think this is something that is very difficult for some people, because the things that we invest here in São Paulo, it's always downtown. It's always a place that you need to arrive by car. So maybe it's something that don't allow us to live like this. And what do you guys think? Danielle, go ahead.
Yeah, yes, I agree totally with you. But I perceive it that people are socializing less and less naturally. Most of the connections is on the cell phone, smartphone, on the social media. And it's hard to see people congregating in the public places like they use it to the public places. When wearing as routine the meeting up in with friends, if you have the friends you have the habit to or routine to see people's in parks or shops or on the sidewalks, for example, or in your homes. For me, I have it the other side key is the cell phone and the smartphone uh, reduce the contact personal in the peoples.
Yes, totally. Especially after the pandemics, right? We have so much online events. Sometimes it's easier and sometimes it's not that good, right? Yes, totally agree with you. You have a great point. In you, Elias, do you agree? What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think it's hard during the past because, for example, for today, probably I will order my food. I don't go out. Then I have less chances to meet someone on streets, someone outside. Is it possible to order the supermarket stuff? I usually don't do this. I go to the supermarket, but it is possible if I don't want to left home. For example. it's not necessary to go to the banks to withdraw money.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm thinking in some cities, in São Paulo is better, but even in my small city, I can do almost everything from my home with my cell phone. Order food, I don't know, order food, order supermarket groceries, uh, pay my bills. But in the other hand, we have more, for example, clubs, public spaces, pubs. I don't drink, but that's pubs for people that want to drink. I think modern life bring us bad habits. I think we have more options, but more bad habits.
Yes, yes, totally, totally. I think it's more special when you have like a group of friends or family, and you guys like agree to meet in some places, but it's so rare, especially for me. It's so rare. I'm an introvert person. I prefer to stay at home. I agree. And sometimes I'm very lazy to meet people, but I understand that it's very important that and something that it's I don't know. It can be a habit, right? To isolate yourself. Guys, I think we have time for one last question. Okay. Uh, the last one, I think question number nine. Elias, can you read it for us?
Yes. What's one place you'd love to explore but haven't had the chance to yet? I don't know. I love to explore. I don't cause I want to travel abroad. Nowadays, I think it's a little difficult because the first place abroad that I want to know is Israel, but nowadays it's difficult. But I think it's not the same. It's not this subject. 'Cause it's not a third place that I want to explore. Like every week, every month. I think it's different in this case. I don't know. There is a place that I want to explore to visit uh, frequently. I don't know. For now, I don't think any place. If I remember, I told you.
Bom Retiro, São Paulo, a Korean restaurant. Okay, and you, Danielle, do you have one?
Frequently, I don't remember, but I love it. Know new restaurants. I visit in only restaurant new restaurant per week if I have the opportunity. But I have the many places that I want to explore. I really like to know new parks and the new beats. Um, and there are many places in Brazil that I want to visit. For example, I like the beaches in Rio de Janeiro. I don't know the Arraial do Cabo and the região dos Lagos. I, I, I need to visit. It's a beautiful places, and they have the beautiful places in Paraná, for example. I know I I want to visit more times, and I don't remember other places frequently. I like to visit my restaurants with good sobremesa is I like to visit weekly
My answer is one of
desserts.
like yours, like a dessert place, because I'm moving to Santa Cecilia neighborhood, which is a great place to meet new restaurants and new cafes. It's of course it's very expensive and totally like Michi the Beast, but it's okay because I am too. But there's a specific one named by Kim Confeitaria. Kim, it's a chef, dessert chef, I don't know, pastry chef. She participated on MasterChef Confeitaria, and she's Korean. So I would like to visit her restaurant, and it's like 20 minutes by foot from my new house. So I'm very excited. I know that it's a little expensive, but with quality, like quality dishes. So this is a place that I'm very excited to go. This is like a solid one that I want to go. But I would love to visit, of course, other places in Brazil. I have one in my list, which is Museu do Amanhã. I have my doubts,
Uh-huh.
my difference with Oscar Niemeyer. I have my difference with him, but I would love to meet the museum because I don't know, it's very beautiful. It's something that I studied a lot at college. I studied this museum like from the beginning to the end, so I know all of it, but I never visited. In Inhotim, for example, too, in Belo Horizonte, this is one that this is like a Disneyland for me, maybe. Yeah, guys, that's the places that I would like to visit. And but Biking Confeitaria, it's one that I'm going like next week. Like I need to go there. Guys, okay. I don't think we have enough